Oh, it's happening. The official Ardee Spite stream is live. In your face. I don't enjoy many things in life more than proving Ardee wrong. So when I was given an opportunity to do so easily, simply by coming home today, dang it, sorry, and streaming a video game, I jumped at that opportunity because Ardee is basically wrong all the time, and I feel like people don't realize that, and it's my job to make sure. So hello Talif, hello Straight White, hello Ardee, the benefactor of the Spite stream. I'm gonna get started. I was having a little... Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Having some trouble deciding what to play, so I think I'm gonna play one game for a little bit, because it's... I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll play it for a lot of it. But I was having some trouble getting it to work before, but I think it's working now, and hopefully continues to work. Please? Parks and Rec is a good show. I feel like this is a lot louder than it was when I did testing, so yeah, that's why. It basically turned itself all the way back up. So this is a game that you can't see because I haven't hit the right button yet. Bam, there it is. I'm sure all of you recognize it from this sweet menu screen. I need to look at the controls because it's only got like one button and I already figure out what it is. Okay, left click is drop, right is rotate. How can you have so many different... You have so many different orientations for a 2-button mouse game. Whoa, whoa. What is this? Is it a second mouse down here? I'm supposed to play this game with like 3 mice? I've been doing this all wrong. I'm gonna go with type A. Oh, I get it. There's no... I don't get this at all. Are these supposed to be side buttons? No, this is not cookie clicker. Turn right, turn right, turn... IDK, I'm just gonna go. This is Lumines. A game that nobody plays, and so there is no possible way that anyone can possibly beat my high score because nobody has it. And nobody is gonna get it, because I'm gonna blow your mind here. Oh dang it! You actually can still buy this? Well, I lied. You can still buy this, but you don't have to know that. This was actually the second game that I bought on Steam. First being Team Fortress 2. And then I shortly after bought this because I'm like, well, I need a second game to play on Steam. So I bought this. Many of you may remember this game. It was a popular game for the PlayStation Portable. It's gonna take me a few minutes to get my sea legs here. Remember how this game works. Basically, you make boxes, and you try to make big boxes if you can, because you get more points that way. See, like that? I combo boxed. And I used to be, not to brag, but I will, because I deserve it. I used to be pretty good at this game, actually. I mean, you could make boxes to the beat, in which case they would in fact, I guess, qualify as beatboxes. I always used to think that the music, like before I played this game, and I just kind of knew of it, because I knew it was a popular PSP game. I think they may have even made a DS version. I used to think the music had a lot more to do with the actual, like, I thought there was more like timing involved, but really it's just the faster the music gets, the faster that little bar goes. And that little sweeper bar is like clearing the stuff, as you can obviously tell. It's like clearing all the stuff. So the more that you can get into a clearable brick before the sweeper bar comes through and clears it all, the more points you get. And so obviously as you go, the songs get faster and it gets a little harder. I don't remember in this mode if there is a lose condition other than letting the screen fill up. It's been a while since I've played, so a little rusty on the rules, but it's pretty basic. So, yeah, as the songs clear, the stage clears. If you can form a square with one of those little white boxes down there, like the one that's got the little plus in it, they're not always white. They change color. They can be any color on the screen. But if you can form a match with that box included... Oh, my mouse is kind of sticky there. It will actually grab any white bot or any white. See, it's grabbed like all these little ancillary pieces there, so you can get a pretty good combo going there if play your cards right with one of those. I don't know. They probably have an official name in the Luminous racing community, which I know is probably vast in its nature. Yeah, it's really, there's not much to it, but it's one of those games that I forget about for like 5 years at a time, and then all of a sudden I don't even remember what made me think of this game. Yeah, of course I do. Everybody's talking about Tetris lately, and how good they are, and how bad I am, and all that stuff. And I'm like, man, I really wish there was like a puzzle game out there that I was better than everybody at, but there just really isn't. And then I'm like, well, what if you find a puzzle game that nobody else has, and then by default, I would be the best. And so that's essentially what I've done here, is dug up this game from like 2006. Just a total revival of the community. The music's a little weird. I remember when this game came out, people kind of like doted on the music. They're like, oh, the music in the game is so good, and all these original tracks. Some of them are pretty chill, pretty relaxing. Some of them are obnoxious. And like when you make certain things happen in the game, it will make like certain sounds happen in the music, and some of them are just downright off-putting. You know, but it's a fun game. Oh, so I just botched that pretty bad. Like you can hear every time I drop a piece, it goes listen up. So I don't know if you're listening, but if not, listen up. As opposed to listening down, obviously. So I don't know. I guess some people probably think that's like cool, that things that you do inside within the confines of the game actually affect the soundtrack in a way, but honestly most of the time I just found it to be kind of annoying, but overall still pretty fun game. Alright, that was huge. Very big combo right there. Basically a pro. Yeah, it's like Crypt of the Necrodancer, except like it's not nearly as dependent on the music as Crypt is. It's more of like a loose affiliation between the music and the gameplay, but it's, I don't know. Again, it's a neat little puzzle game with some decent music, I guess. Just waiting for the song to end because every time I drop a piece and it says listen up, I just want to punch somebody in the face. Oh, thank you. Oh, this is, I think, another one that... Yeah, that sound right there. That doesn't ever get annoying when you make combos. So just buckle up and prepare yourself for that to happen every so often. Like, it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't 30 seconds long every time you hit a combo, and then you hit a combo every 30 seconds. So that sound is basically just non-stop playing in your ears at all times. But other than that, pretty good. Pretty solid. Solid play. As my friend Sleep Cycles would say. I call him my friend. He probably doesn't know I exist. Actually, that's not true. He called me by name once and said, I remember you from Northern Lion stream. And I'm like, that's impressive because that chat moves so fast, no human can actually read it. Ooh, that was pretty good. Oh, I botched it. Mouse sensitivity is a bit of an issue here. I should have got my like 50 million DPI Pro Luminous mouse out, but instead I'm just using regular, like all the time, the one that I use mouse. So I pretty much have just damned myself to failure, I guess, but still going to try to put on an entertaining show for my fans. Of my Luminous fans specifically. The rest of you guys, not that important. But I'm really trying to impress the Luminous crowd out there. I'm probably, if I had to guess, the #1 Luminous Advanced Pack streamer on Twitch right now. And that is for a reason, because I really do, I stand ahead above all the other Luminous players out there. And I'm not really afraid who knows it. Alright, this is one of the more relaxing songs, I think. The background is making me kind of want to vomit, but that's okay. It's cool. Cool background. But the sound is like very, I don't know, it's like very alien sci-fi kind of sound that it makes when I drop the piece. And for some reason I've always enjoyed that one a little more than some of the others. I don't know, it just like sounds very much like something out of a Doctor Who episode. I love it. Yeah, the background, doesn't it just, it just looks like gurgling fart juice or something. Just bubbling up behind the screen, and it's kind of making my eyes hurt a little bit, and I think that's kind of the point. After you get so good at the game actually physically tries to oppose you by damaging your retinas. It's really a psychological game, and that's why a lot of people don't really have the I guess what you would call testicular fortitude to compete in the Luminous community, because of how physically grueling and demanding it can be. People just aren't willing to put that into a video game anymore, and it's just kind of sad. Huge combo right there. Oof. Wow. I mean, if Twin Galaxies is not watching this live, I have to imagine they're going to be checking out the VOD for weeks to come. Because this is... I mean, this is Billy Mitchell-esque right here. They probably haven't seen Luminous play like this since at least 2007. But I'm bursting back on the scene. Reviving it. It's just, it's about time, is really all I have to say. Melting Army Men, you know what? That is a very apt description. And I have seen some melted army men. Growing up, my cousins and I loved fireworks and the like. And we have melted our fair share of Army, Lego, Mega Bloks, G.I. Joes. I mean, basically we were Sid from Toy Story. And I regret nothing. I don't really believe in toy rights, or that they have a soul prior to what popular media would lead you to believe. I think they're just plastic, basically. It's pretty good combo right there. Pretty good. This might be, if I'm remembering correctly, one of my favorite soundtrack. Oh, yep, that's it. That sound right there. Absolute. Just music to my ear holes. I love it. Every time you drop a piece, it's just a symphony. And if you don't agree, then you can just get out. That was good combo right there. trying to let you guys just enjoy that, just glorious sound design. Not much else to be said, really. It's really the magnum opus of whoever worked on this game. Probably Shigeru Miyamoto, if I had to guess. Maybe Koji Kondo involved. It's pretty likely. I really like this game, like the mechanics of it, and I feel like it's unfortunate because unlike every other puzzle game, Tetris, Puyo Pop, others I'm sure that I can't remember the names of, this game didn't really get done to death. It got like one big go. Like I said, I can't even remember if this got a Nintendo port. I think for some reason it went to the DS, but I could just be living in a fantasy world where I want to believe that it was released on the DS, and maybe it really wasn't. But yeah, unlike a lot of popular puzzle games, this game just really, it's kind of a one-off, which is, really a shame because of the fact that it's actually pretty good, but there's also, I don't know, I feel like there's not much else you can do with it. It is what it is, and what it is fun, but I don't know, I'm sitting here thinking right now, and I can't really think of a way to evolve this game in a way that would maintain the sanctity of Lumines and also be like new and revolutionary in some way. I just can't really imagine it, because I think that they really hit perfection on their first try, which, as weird as it sounds, may have actually been bad for them, because there was no room to improve. So the game, it was a masterpiece, and so there was no reason to ever make another one. I mean, I think this is the advanced pack, which I think added a couple more songs and stuff, which is basically all you can do to this game. This one kind of makes me nauseous a little bit. I won't lie. It's really all you could do to this game is add some more music and nauseating color patterns like this one. But you're not going to trick a lot of people into paying for that again. I mean, I obviously did pay for the advanced pack because I'm a true Lumines diehard fan. I basically own the entire Lumines library. But most plebeians are not going to be willing to front the cash, so to speak, just for a couple extra skins and some Indian throat singing soundtrack. So it's, again, they kind of screwed themselves by making the perfect game on their first try. And sad story. I really am kind of curious now to know if the developer of this game ever went on to make any other game. Not even another Lumines game, just like any other game at all. I feel like you can't, because everybody would just constantly be comparing it to Lumines. They'd be like, well, it's no Lumines, but I guess Breath of the Wild is okay. But, I don't know. It just really lacks that Lumines charm like Lumines had. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Lumines before today. And that's why I really felt that I owed myself, and I owed the world. It wasn't all about spiting Ardee, Spreading Ardee was a huge part of today's stream, and the motivation behind it, but it was really only about 99%. And the rest of that was really just wanting to expose the world to this masterpiece of a game that I feel is truly underappreciated. Except for this level in particular. This one in the Lumines community, really not a lot of big fans of this particular level because of how it basically just makes you wish you were dead, with the weird sounds and the stupid dots in the middle of the things that make my eyes hurt. And it's really sad because I cannot look away from this game at all, or number one, I'll screw up, and number two, I might actually just vomit. And sadly, this is like the most active my chat channel has ever been, and I just really can't read any of it. So if there's any new people out there begging for attention, hello, I see you, but I can't acknowledge you right now. Okay, we're back into not wanting to kill myself territory in terms of music. This music is great. The sound effect is tolerable. Actually, I rather like it, the little piano. Combo sound is actually spectacular. This is legitimately one of the better levels in my opinion. Like the little bongo sound it makes when you rotate. I'm digging it. Seriously though, my eyes are super dry because I have only blinked maybe once in the last 40 minutes. So, as you may imagine, it's downright painful right now. But that's the level of dedication that it takes to be a Luminous master, and I don't really expect any of you to understand that, but if you just respect it, I would appreciate it. Ah, that was a botched play right there. I mean, it probably looked to the untrained eye like that's exactly what I wanted to do, but in actuality, I was going for a 3/4 gainer there, and I actually only got a half gainer. Ooh, this is another the jazz level, another fan favorite. I'm basically going to say that about every level, so just get used to it. Actually, is kind of cool though. I like this. If I remember correctly, we're kind of getting to the point in the game where I probably soon will be struggling to not lose. I'm trying to remember kind of how many more songs I know, because that's basically how far I've gotten in the game. My memory's a little rusty because I haven't played this game since 2011, so please forgive me. Doing my best here to remember, but oh, I thought that was gonna, dang it, didn't do what I wanted. That's right, we'll make it work. make it work. I just gotta unbury that. Power up block. I don't even know what it's called. I just know the sound it makes when it scores a huge combo. All I can think of right now is Night Court. One thing I do like about this game over Tetris is that you basically can rotate it until it's locked. There's like never a time where like your piece is gonna get stuck. You know, everything's square, so there's no pieces that are gonna be out of place or anything like that. Which some people say is even harder than Tetris, if you can imagine that. So being good at Lumines is actually way harder than being good at Tetris, according to a lot of professionals in the gaming industry. Those are their words, not mine. I do agree with them 100%. But you know, I was like one away from having a huge blue combo right there. But instead just got like a regular size blue combo, which is, you know, it's fine, but the potential was there for a much larger combination. I don't even know what my score is right now. I can't even see the score counter. I don't even know what a good score is. I just know that I get one every time. And I'm not sure if you can beat this game, but if you can, I've probably done it every time I played it. If I had to guess. I'm not entirely sure. Oh no. Okay, that was close. Near crisis averted there. Pretty deftly, I might add. Oh my goodness, my mouse keeps getting stuck. It's probably the computer can't really keep up with trying to process my score and my blazing mouse movements at the same time, so it's just choosing to do neither. It's basically just giving up. You know, it's a problem with these newer machines, is that they're really not optimized for playing games from 1997. So you can see a little performance drops every once in a while. It's really not much you can do about it except to, you know, get a computer with Windows XP capabilities and play it that way. Which, you know, I would love to do, but, you know, investing in a machine like that, you're talking like 30,000 minimum for a good one. And I just right-clicked out of the screen and froze the game. Okay, we're back. No, just don't let that throw you off. Don't let that become a tilting point in what has otherwise been a masterfully executed run. Something weird just happened there, and it's throwing me off right now. It basically ate some of my blocks, and I don't know how to react to that in a way that's appropriate for Twitch audiences. So I'm just gonna try to soldier on here. Duke. Alright, that'll help a little bit. Not much, though. Oh. The end is nigh, folks. Oh my goodness, he's totally pulling this back from the brink. Oh, he right-clicked out of the screen again. Okay, okay, we're okay. This is intense. I need to bring my mouse down a bit so that stops happening. But I'm just really in the zone right now and can't be bothered to think of things like borderless windows and keeping your mouse inside of one. I can be honest with you right now. I don't think I've ever seen this level. It's basically like Frieza from Dragon Ball Z right now up in here. This may be the furthest I have ever been, and to kind of put that in perspective, this is the first time I've played this game since probably the Great Depression, and for me to be doing this well with so much ring rust, so to speak, is nothing short of amazing. And you're really witnessing history here. Because I can almost guarantee that there's not another human being alive still playing this game. And if there is, I would love to shake their hand, because they are probably just an amazing human being. I've never really met anyone from the Lumines community who was not just a stand-up fellow. Oh, jeez, right clicked out of the screen again. That's really becoming an issue for me right now. No. Okay, so not a lot of fanfare here. Basically, this is my score, 118,060, which, as far as I know, is the world record. Because you can see right here, rank first, which I believe is a world, possibly universe ranking system. I'm not quite sure on that. Again, I'll have to be contacting Twin Galaxies after this run. Luckily, I got it recorded, so I can submit that to them. But yeah, that's Luminous. Take that, Ardee. You said I wouldn't, and I did. It happened right in front of your face. I really do think that purple and white level may be the furthest I've ever got before. So we are definitely looking at world record territory, because I believe I was the previous world record holder. I can't confirm that because of the fact that I'm Googling it right now. Luminous world record to see what it is, and I'm really hoping it's less than 118,000. Most critically acclaimed puzzle video game for the PSP. Wow, that's a Guinness World Record article right here. I'm gonna post this in chat because I want you to see this. And this looks really official, by the way, if you click on this link. GuinnessWorldRecords.com/worldrecords/most critically acclaimed puzzle game for PSP. It was a tough category, but Luminous pulled it out. Metacritic score of 89% as of September 2012, and I only suspect that it's gone up since then. Trying to find the world record apparently is 562,101 points. I believe that has to be some sort of foreign version of the game where the point conversions aren't exactly 1-to-1. I think it's the Japanese version is based on the yen, so that's probably about a third of my score. So, I mean, there we have it. You guys have all witnessed history, right here, right now. Oh my, medal obtained 20,000. Excuse me, sir, I scored more than that. So that's Luminous. I think that's going to be enough of that. I really, you know, there's nowhere to go but down at this point.